Hey guys, Ivan here, and we are watching the prejudging of the New York Pro 2025, the Open class, and this was your top 4, as you can see from left to right: William Bonac, Regan Grimes, Michael Krizo, and Nick Walker. Who is winning this show? It's obviously Nick Walker. Nobody else can really touch him here, but we got a couple of surprises, I would say. First of all, Regan Grimes. I thought he was gonna be like 5th or 6th, but it seems like he is in that top 4, and he might place as high as 2nd. I think that's also a possibility. He brought actually surprisingly good conditioning, especially from the back. And his back is crazy, his glutes and hamstrings are really good. Krizo is more shredded, but he can't pose to save his life, and he has that gap in the lower body from behind. Like, compare his lower body to Regan's, like hamstrings, the glutes. Like, he's losing a lot of ground on that, but he's overall more conditioned, especially from the front. He's more crispy. Regan is a lot softer than Krizo from the front, and overall he's just very soft from the front. And also he was sweating a lot, like a lot. So I don't know where he's gonna place here. And you have William Bonac on the left right there, and he might be 2nd here, which is kind of what I expected. I thought Sas Hirati was actually going to be in that top 3 or top 4, but he's out, apparently. So Krizo makes the top 4, Regan Grimes as well, and I think this is your top 2, William Bonac and Nick Walker. But honestly, I'm not sure, because I think Bonac is not really 100% on. I think he was better at Pittsburgh. The guy competed so many times, you can't always peak perfectly, but who can beat him here other than Nick? Regan Grimes, he does stand out because of his size. He's a taller, bigger man, and from the back, he can match all of these guys pretty much, but from the front, again, really soft, and the sweating issue, I don't know. I don't see Regan beating Bonac, but it's not impossible, honestly. And as far as Krizo, I'm pretty sure, I think he's in 4th here, I think Regan is in 3rd, and I think William Bonac is in 2nd, and of course, Nick is winning. Nick brought it again. He's 100% on, if not better, to be honest. His posing was actually better. I don't think he let his stomach go for a second here. But he also controlled it pretty well at the Pittsburgh Pro until that last final round. So if they actually pushed Nick here, he would probably lose it at some point, but from what we saw so far, it is better than it was at a Pittsburgh Pro. Now, as far as anybody here challenging Nick, that's out of the question. All these guys are out of his league. Like, he is a potential Mr. Olympia winner. He is that first call-out guy at a Mr. Olympia. I think he's probably in the top 4 best bodybuilders in the world right now. So I don't think these guys can challenge him. They are like top 10, top 8 bodybuilders. So yeah, Nick brought it. He's winning this show for sure. And there is really nobody in this lineup that is truly pushing Nick. If there was, we would have a top 2 call out. We did not have that. We had a top 4 call out, and we compared all the guys. And again, in my opinion, William Bonac is probably in that 2nd. You can see it kind of here, like a little bit better in this photo, for example. Maybe we can't really see the separation on Bonac because he is too dark for this light here, but here you can see it a little bit more clearly. So he's in condition, for sure. He peaked well. Maybe not at 100%, but the peak is good. He looks good. And as far as Nick, once again, yeah, he delivered. He didn't really go easy on this show, even though he knew he was gonna win this one pretty easily. He still showed up, looking really good. I guess he didn't want to risk anything. If he lost this show, that would be a disaster. So he brought it 100%, and I think he's winning this one with a perfect score. We'll see after the show is done, but I think he won this very easily. Now, as far as Regan Grimes, throughout this entire prep of his, I was really doubtful. It looked like he was not going to be in shape, and at like 1 week out of this New York Pro, he said he's pulling out. He said he is not going to compete if he is not ready, and he is not exactly super ready for that show. And then the next day, he decided that his body is changing fast and he's going to do this show. So he jumped in, and honestly, I'm really surprised with the conditioning he brought. Is this the best conditioning we ever saw from him? I don't think so. I think he was sharper at the Mr. Olympia, but if you look at the combination of fullness and conditioning, this could be the best Regan we ever saw. And I'm also guessing it's mainly because he made some progress. He took 2 years off. I mean, he wasn't super focused on improving his physique. If he did that, he would be a ton better. But still, 2 years is a long time. If you just eat your meals and you train and you take some gear, you're going to make some progress. So he made some progress. He's definitely better. But how good he is, can he actually be in the top 2 here? I don't think so, not against William Bonac. He can beat Krizo, he might beat Krizo because, again, Krizo doesn't have the lower body from behind and his posing is not great, but I think Krizo is bigger and more conditioned. But yeah, Regan beats him in the back poses. However, as far as Regan overall, once again, very soft from the front, especially like in the quads, chest, arms area, midsection as well. Overall, he didn't really bring good conditioning from the front. From the back, it's better, but from the front, really soft. Although it is overall better than what I expected, and this is his first show of the season, and he plans on doing like a couple more shows, 2 or 3 more shows, so I'm sure his conditioning will improve with each show, and he's going to win one for sure. He's going to get that Mr. Olympic qualification for this year. As far as Sas Hirati and Colossus Ken, unfortunately, they did not make the top 4. Why? Well, somebody needs to be in the top 6, and they are just that little bit worse than the other guys. I mean, Sas was good, like, it's not like he was off, but he probably wasn't in his best conditioning ever. I don't think he was as sharp as he was at FIBO, and as far as Colossus Ken, I mean, he's good. Top 6 in this show is still phenomenal. This is his first pro show ever, a pro debut, so what can you expect, really? I mean, he held his own, he was in pretty good condition, he packed a lot of size on since last show, since he turned pro at the NPC Nationals. But yeah, I mean, to be competitive against these guys right here, he definitely needs to improve more. And as far as Sas, once again, he was good, but with his structure, narrow shoulders, a weaker back, and if he's not 100% on against these guys like Nick Walker, William Bonac, Michael Krizo, and Regan Grimes, it's just not gonna be enough. So he's out of that top 4, most likely 5th, and Colossus Ken probably making that top 6. Alright, here we actually got some higher quality photos of the top 4, the first call out. So here we can see more clearly what exactly happened. Like I said, Regan Grimes, even though he's a bigger man, bigger than both Nick and William Bonac, really soft, and that's why I don't have him placing 2nd, most likely 3rd, but I wouldn't be too surprised if Krizo beat him as well. From the back, Regan really brought it. Like, the back is big and wide and thick, and like the glutes are good, the conditioning in the lower body is good, but everybody else here is more conditioned. Nick, Krizo for sure, and even William Bonac, who has more details, more hardness. Maybe he is not exactly super complete, like for example his back lacks that width that Regan does have, but it's the hardness, the details, the conditioning that is gonna grant him 2nd place in this show, and you can see that way more clearly here. Bonac still has that quality of the muscle, those details, that pop, even though here he is not as good as he was at Pittsburgh. Still, I'm pretty sure he takes 2nd here, and he was in the center of this call out at the end, and I don't think that was by an accident. As far as the abs and thighs of Nick Walker, I think it was better, it was improved. So once again, he's winning the whole show, but as far as like winning the Mr. Olympia, he needs to be really lucky. That's the way I see it. He needs to have those 3 other guys, Hardy, Derek, and Samson, a little bit off, and he needs to control his midsection perfectly. If he can't do that, and if one of those guys is 100% on and Nick is not beating any of those guys. So here, yeah, this is gonna be an easy win, but as far as like winning the Mr. Olympia, that's not gonna be super easy for Nick. But yeah, he brought it here. He's winning the New York Pro. Regan Grimes, most likely, in my opinion, in 3rd. Bonac in 2nd. Krizo, probably 4th. Sas, 5th. Colossus Ken, 6th. But those 2 guys can switch around. You guys tell me, what do you think down below in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel for the finals, for the final review later tonight. See you soon, guys. All the best, and bye-bye.